Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News with Serpo Jr.
And Big J.
And stepping right on into it. Kyrie Irving suspension. Jaylen Brown says NBPA has issues with requirements for Nets guard reinstatement. Boston Celtics forward Jaylen Brown, who is a vice president of the National Basketball Players Association, says that the union has issues with the requirements outlined for Kyrie's reinstatement to the Brooklyn Nets. Furthermore, the Players Association planned to appeal Irving's suspension. Furthermore, Jaylen Brown states, I don't believe Kyrie Irving is anti-Semitic. I don't think people in our governing bodies think he's anti-Semitic. He made a mistake. We understand from an outside perspective how important sensitivity is to not condone hate speech and not condone anything of that nature. And it's like the Nets suspended Irving for a minimum of 5 games November 3rd due to his repeated failure to disavow anti-Semitic and apologize for posting a link on Instagram. And it's like all he did is post a link. He didn't leave no description to it. Just nothing. He just shared the link. And it's like they taking it as if like he's taking shots somewhere. And it's like I've seen certain things through social media to where it's like he like pretty much explained like where he stands and things of the sort. But it's like players of the NBA feel as if like they being a little bit too harsh on this man.
Oh yeah, I definitely think they being too harsh. It's they putting a lot on him to have to come back, and I think they gave him like a week. He got about a week to do everything on their list, and if he don't do it, they're gonna drop him from the team. I personally think if they keep that up, like hold on to that, I think he out of there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gonna do that. Marijuana is now legal in 21 states. These startups want to be the Amazon of weed. Marijuana is having a moment following the midterm elections. Cannabis is legal in about half of U.S. states, despite getting voted down in 3 ballot measures on Tuesday in deep red states. Weed is also attracting new investments from entrepreneurs ready to cash in on its popularity. I want to cash in. As witnessed by Sean Diddy Combs' recent $185 million purchase of a collection of cannabis retail and production facilities. There are roughly 10,528 licensed retail stores selling all manners of marijuana, hemp, and CBD related wares in the U.S. today, up from 2,920 in 2018. That is a lot. That's a hell of a jump right there. And more are popping up in almost every city where weed is legal. According to research firm Cannabis Media, many of these stores are seeing net profit margins between 15 to 20%, according to the North Star Financial Consulting Group. Even as these brick and mortar stores proliferate, some entrepreneurs say the future of the industry lies online. A number of new cannabis tech startups have launched apps and mobile websites in recent years. Some aim to replicate the Uber Eats model, helping customers get products delivered right to their doorsteps. Other styles themselves after Airbnb and help. Moving on.
And again, in cannabis, American Brittney Griner moved to a penal colony in Russia. The jailed American basketball star Brittney Griner has been moved to a penal colony in Russia, her legal team said Wednesday. A Russian court rejected her appeal of her 9-year sentence for drug possession last month. And we all know it was a vape.
Right.
Brittney Griner was transferred from the detention center in Ikesha on the 4th of November. She is now on her way to a penal colony. We do not have any information of her exact current location or her final destination, the statement from her legal team said. Russian court rejects Brittney Griner's appeal. Now it's like what they say out here as far as they penal colonies is
Right.
pretty much like slavery. You know, it's gonna be like hard labor from different little tasks or whatever it may be. And it's like we go from American like super basketball player because she was a good player, and it's like I'm not sure if it was like intentionally just I'm trying to just be since I'm a star I'm finna go over here with this, or was I within illegal realms or whatever it may be. But for this to be something so small, it's like they don't even know where she at right now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's behind
And her
cannabis.
transportation, yeah.
You know, and it's behind cannabis, something that we are trying hard to fight for to be legalized here in Americas. So it
Yeah,
sucks that this is going down.
yeah, it's definitely messed up. It's definitely messed up that she going through that situation, but she definitely should have knew the rules, and then she would have never
True.
been in that situation, man. So we hope she be all right though. You feel me? Moving on. California voters approved ban on sale of flavored tobacco products. California voters on Tuesday passed a ballot measure to uphold a 2020 law that banned the sale of most flavored tobacco products, giving anti-tobacco advocates an expected victory in multi-year fight against the industry to mitigate a youth vaping crisis.
Mm.
Proposition 31 was placed on the ballot soon after Governor Newsom signed Senate Bill 793. The legislator bipartisan effort to crack down on an e-cigarette and other products popular with kids. The law banned the sale of certain flavored tobacco products in stores and vending machines, including methanol cigarettes, but the exception for hookah, premium cigarettes, and loose leaf tobacco. That's like the wraps and shit like that, though.
Mm-hmm.
In California's battle against big tobacco, voters have overwhelmingly decided to protect kids from being lured into a lifestyle of addiction to nicotine. Leslie Freitas, regional advocacy director for the Campaign for Tobacco Free Kids, said in a statement. So, me personally, man, I think just in that realm of pushing kids into, wanting to go try something because of the different flavors, I think the ban for now is okay until they can figure out a way to regulate it a little better to where kids is not getting their hands on that shit at a young age. You
I
feel
can
me?
agree on that.
Uh, moving on.
Trade groups argue that cannabis operators should be listed on stock exchange.
Facts.
The American Trade Association for Cannabis and Hemp, ATEC, released a paper this week arguing that the major stock exchanges, including New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, and NASDAQ, should include cannabis operators. The paper done by ATEC, Capital Market Counsel, with help from the law firm Duane Morris, cites several reasons cannabis operators should be listed on the exchange. Among them, they cite the federal government's hands-off policy to state legal cannabis, the growth of the state legal cannabis industry in the United States, and the fact that NASDAQ and NYSE already list companies with material cannabis related interests. In addition, the paper states that cannabis operators already function in environments of compliance and transparency that is greater than listed companies in other industries. Pretty much, it's like, man, if we going through like a certain fight to legalize it, they like, all right, if we are there, really, you're already making money off of it,
Facts.
within the states, because certain states we now know, like
It's
it's
selling.
allowed
It's selling. Yeah.
recreationally and medically.
Yep.
So within these state perimeters, if it's allowed, why not let it get up there on the stock exchange with the big dogs?
And it's everything in that industry, in the cannabis industry. So it's other products that's provided to help you smoke on the shit or whatever you
Hemp,
choose to do with it. Right.
CBD,
So
all.
yeah, man, make it happen, man. Cause I am an investor and yeah, make it happen.
That's another edition of the Weekly News with Best Way to Smoke. Serpo Jr.
Big J.